21, senior Gavin Blewett. Number 24, senior Drew Playman. And number 23, junior Elijah Kindenbacher. And now, the starting lineups for your West Hancock Titans.
Welcome into TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. West Hancock Titan Sports, presented by LJ Insurance. We're getting ready here for the varsity matchup between the West Hancock Titans and the Camp Point Central Panthers. And folks, I'll tell you this plain and simple, if this is anything like the past two matchups these teams have had this season, we're in for a treat. Titans have won the past two matchups. The first game they met in the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament at WIU, where the Titans got the win to get third overall in that tournament. And then the Titans went and played at Camp Point Central, got the win in a very tight matchup. Siegfried grows up with the shot, gets fouled on the way, and a quick 2 free throws going to come Lewis Siegfried's way. My name's Luke Little. Here with me today, rocking the camera for me, is Miss Emily Hagee. We're getting ready for this varsity matchup. And, man, I'm excited. I do apologize if you were watching the JV matchup. We had some horrible connection issues, but shout out to Mr. Froman and everybody working on those connection issues over the break. We got it back up and running here to have a great varsity matchup. Lewis Siegfried knocks down those 2 free throws, so 2-0 is the score. Open 3-point shot here for Ginenbacher, and that one is good. Elijah Ginenbacher gets it to fall, and that's the lead. Fast-paced matchup going to be happening here today. Both teams going to be pushing this floor like none other. Something to watch out for the Titans, at least. The past week, they were getting some votes to be ranked top 10 in the 2A state level, but this past week they dropped 2 games to Illini West, a huge rival, and to Keokuk, both big rivals. So just trying to get back into the win column here after 2 losses they had earlier in the season. Nice little mid-range shot there, no good. Rebounded by Lewis Siegfried. And they're back on offense. Siegfried kicks it out to Hurt. Back up top, this is Grouse. He'll drive in, takes a tough little midi. Almost got the and one to fall, but heading to the line for 2 shots. After their most recent matchup at Camp Point Central, I got a chance to talk with head coach Jeff Dahl a little bit, and Lewis Siegfried and some of the other players on this Titans squad. And a defense you might not get to see all that often is going to be very prevalent here today after that first free throw by Gavin Grotehouse is good. And they're running, maybe you see a man-to-man, a zone defense, and maybe a box and one. They're running a triangle and 2 here against this Camp Point Central team. A very good team there. You got Nolan Hurt at the top, Lewis Siegfried there on the bottom, along with Nolan Gooding as well. They kick it out, open 3-point shot. That one's up, no good. Rebounded by Siegfried. And the Titans are back on offense. Kick it up to Scott here. Now to Nolan Hurt. Nolan Hurt, the senior, only starting senior, I should say, having himself a nice drive and in for Nolan Gooding. And one coming his way, and Titans are benefiting from this free throw line. And I would also like to say Gage Scott, the other starting senior for this Titan squad. Nolan Hurt, Gage Scott. Mason Stevenson on the bench for the squad as well. That free throw is good for Nolan Gooding. And here we go. We get to see the sophomore Cooper Knowles check into the game here for Gooding to be a part of that triangle and 2. 7-3 the score here. Titans with the lead. They give it over now in the corner. They go baseline. Pass it down low. They're going to say it was off the Titans, and it'll be Camp Point Central basketball here. Now with the inbound. Titans shooting well from the free throw line as of right now. They inbound up top. Ginnenbacher, he'll try another three-point. That's in. Nothing but nylon for Elijah Ginnenbacher. And he can shoot the lights out of it. Scott Hill try to answer. That's no good. Tip. Knowles comes away with the rebound. That pass tipped out of bounds, and they're going to say it's going to stay with the Titans here. Got a lot of people here ready to watch this game. Chris Dewar here getting some highlights for WGEM, I believe. Maybe get to see those later tonight. Gavin Grohouse with the ball. They kick it out. Now Scott gives it up to Siegfried. 5:36 remaining on the clock. Siegfried drives. 0-step, no good. The putback, one hand. That one falls in. Lewis Siegfried with a nice putback of his own shot falls. He has 4 on the day. 9-3. Now the score. Central riding on that hot hand of Ginnenbacher right now, but they'll take another three-point shot. No good. And that's going to be out of bounds. Titan basketball. That shot by number 5, Caden Lawmeyer, was no good. The starting 5 for Camp Point Central. And today's matchup, number 24, Drew Pabin. 33, Elijah Ginnenbacher. 21, Gavin Blewett. Number 5, Caden Lawmeyer. And number 3, Nick Moore. So starting 5 for the Panthers squad here today. Scott, he'll try a red line 3. That one is no good. Probably could have got a better look there. And Coach Dahl is telling him that right now. Rebound by Gavin Blewett. And Central's back on offense. Good defense there from Nolan Hurt. He gets the steal. Titans are back on offense. Gives it up to Knowles. Knowles hands it off to Siegfried. 4:41 remaining. Hurt, he'll drive in. Nice pump fake. That layup no good. Knowles on the putback. That one's no good either. Falls to the ground. Good defense by the Panthers. Get back on offense. Siegfried, he steals the pass away. The skip pass. Now Titans back on offense. And they're going to slow this one down. Try to regain themselves a little bit here. Siegfried, nice behind the back dribble. What a pass to Cooper Knowles and one. Lewis Siegfried with the diamond dish to Cooper Knowles. Put that on his mixtape. Lewis Siegfried on the assist. Bucket by Cooper Knowles. We're having a great first quarter already here between both these squads. Nice shot over the tall defender, Gavin Blewett. His first points of the game. 11-8 the score here. I'll get the scoreboard updated for you folks. Nolan Hurt, he drives in, can't get anything. He kicks it out to Scott. Scott, he'll try a three-pointer. This one no good either. 0 for 3 today. Going to get the offensive rebound in either. Camp Point Central, they're coming away with the ball. Bringing it up the court. That was Drew Pabin. Now over in the corner. They're running the box and 1 against Nick Moore and Drew Pabin. And a timeout is going to be called here from head coach James Barnett. And we'll stay with you here on this one. It's only a 30-second timeout, so we'll stick with you here. 11-8 the score, 3:19 on the clock. And, man, it's been action-packed so far, that's for sure. Titans are 5 for 5 from the free throw line here today. But really, if you're the Titans, you got to be looking out for Elijah Ginnenbacher. He has 2 3-pointers made. They were back-to-back. Their only points at the time. And he has 6 total in this game. Gavin Blewett has 2 points as well. Current score 11-8, 3-19 the current score. A big thank you to everybody watching here. TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. West Hancock Titan Sports presented by LJ Insurance. I do apologize again for the connection issues we had during the JV game, but if you want to get the word out, let people know that we got this varsity matchup back up and running, that'd be a big thank you here from TSSR Game Time Live. Central back with the ball. Blewett with it now. Double teamed by Lewis Siegfried and Cooper Knowles, and they're going to call a foul. I think we're going to get a foul against Cooper Knowles, and we are. That'll be his first of the game. And team's first as well. Panthers have 3 fouls so far. Working on the inbound here. They get it in. Blew it. Fake the 3. Now goes baseline. Tough mid-range shot. That one's good, though. Over the outreached hand of Lewis Siegfried. Blew it. Gets it to fall. 4 points on the game. Siegfried with it. Couldn't hand it off to Hurt. Instead gives it up to Knowles. Knowles handed off to Scott. Scott doesn't take the shot. Playing a straight man defense here. Siegfried drives. Bully ball. That one's in. And Lewis Siegfried has himself 6 on the game here. Playing very nice. And home. 13-10 the score. Working with it. Up top is Ginnenbacher. They swing it over. Back over to Ginnenbacher here. Give it to the corner. Caden Lohmeyer with it. He gives it into Blewett. Blewett working against Knowles. He goes up. Fouled and one here for Gavin Blewett. Heading to the line. Try to get this thing all square here. 13-12 the score. Only the first quarter of action. And Nolan Gooding checks into the game here for Cooper Knowles. He'll head to the bench. Coach Dahl going to have a word with him. Blewett's free throw. This one's up and good. And we're all square here at Warsaw High School. Blewett has himself 7 points on the game. 13-13, 2:12 remaining here in the first quarter of action. Siegfried with the ball, behind the back dribble. Nice pass down to Gooding, and they're going to call a foul here. It's going to be a foul or a travel. They're going to call a travel here against Nolan Gooding. There'll be a turnover on the Titans. Only 2 calls you could make was a foul or a travel. It's a 50-50 call. Didn't necessarily get that one wrong. 1:58 on the clock here. Paven with the ball. Give it over. Now Moore. Moore gives it up top. Ginnenbacher thought about the 3, doesn't take it. Dribbles inside. Mid-range shot, no good. Gooding comes away with it. Gavin Grothaus going to be bringing it up. Skip pass up to Nolan Hurt. Kicks it over Siegfried. He'll try a 3, no good. Rebounded by Gooding. Ball tipped loose, but Hurt comes away with it. Guarded by Ginnenbacher. Hurt trying to put some moves on him, but can't get any separation. Gives it up to Gooding now. Gooding gives it off to Grothaus. Screen right side. Now to Lewis. Siegfried, he'll take the 3. That's no good. And an off-ball foul going to be called against Nolan Gooding, which will be his first of the game, team's second. That'll be the team's third, actually, excuse me. 13-13 the score, 1:10 on the clock here. Drew Paven with the ball. Guarded by Grothaus up top. Hands it off to Ginnenbacher. They give it over to the corner now. Paven gives it out. Nick Moore gives up. Now Ginnenbacher, he'll try another 3-point shot, and Elijah Ginnenbacher gets it to fall here. First lead of the game for the Panthers, 16-13 the score. Grothaus with the ball, gives it up to Gooding. Gooding dribbles in, kicks out. Scott doesn't take the 3. Titans no 3-point shots yet here today. Turnaround midi is good. 10-foot shot falls there for Gage Scott to get his first points of the game. This Titan squad, who normally lives off that 3-point ball, can't hit anything to drop yet today, but down only 1 here in a 15-16 matchup. With 17 seconds remaining. They give it up top now, give it over. Ginnenbacher with it. Swinging around up top. Caden Niekamp in the game. They find it down low. They go up, no foul. 4 seconds on the clock. Gooding's going to have to put one up here. He does from the red line, no good. Just a little short, and that's how the first quarter ends here at Warsaw High School. It's 16-15. Panthers with the lead here, getting ready for the second quarter of action. We'll head to a quick break here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH with Hancock Titan Sports, presented by LJ Insurance. We'll be back.
Working at MDH feels special to me because I'm also from a small community like MDH, and I love to be able to care for communities like this and be able to give them high standards of excellence with medical care as possible. You know, some people like to take more of a medical approach to their care. Some people like to take more of a holistic. And I just want to be able to make their plan of care as individualized as possible.
Welcome back into TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH LJ Insurance, bringing you West Hancock Titans sports here today. The leading scorer so far in the first quarter for the West Hancock Titans, Lewis Siegfried, has 6 points. 3 points belong to Gooding, and 2 apiece belong to Gavin Grotehouse, Gage Scott, and Cooper Knoll. 16 points total here for the Camp Point Central Panthers, and it's split between 2 players. 7 points to Gavin Blewett and 9 points to Elijah Gindenbacher. He's knocked down 3 LJ Insurance 3-point shots so far here today. The Panthers going to start with possession here on the inbound. Gindenbacher on the inbound here, gives it in. 24, that's Drew Paben with the ball. 1 point differential in the score. Titans had the lead for the majority of the first quarter, but lost it there at the end thanks to a Gindenbacher 3-point shot. Nice drive here for Moore, blocked away by Gooding or Grotehouse. Siegfried with the ball now, crossover, drives in, puts up a tough shot. That one's good. Lewis Siegfried gets it to fall. 8 points on the game for him. And the Titans take back the lead here, 17-16. Titans trying to get their 3rd win of the season against this Camp Point Central team. Camp Point Central trying to get one back. Blewett's shot is no good. Grotehouse bringing up the ball here for the Titans. Hands it off to Siegfried. Siegfried, top of the key, guarded by Paben. Gets the screen left side by Hurt. Maybe gets the defender he wants. Spin move inside, and that's going to be a charge. A chicken wing going to be called there against Lewis Siegfried, and I would have to agree, definitely the right call to make. Just got a little bit too much of his arm around the head of number 32, Caden Niekamp. Second quarter of action, 17-16 the score here. Central bringing up the ball. Gindenbacher with it, guarded by Hurt. Gets double teamed, almost got stripped from behind by Siegfried, but good job to hold on to it. Siegfried comes away with a steal though. Makes up for his turnover earlier on the other side of the floor. Skip pass over to Grotehouse. He'll try a 3-point shot. That one's up. Good. Nothing but net for Gavin Grotehouse. 20-16 now the score. Gavin Grotehouse gets himself 5 on the game after that LJ Insurance 3-point shot. 6:15 on the clock. They give it down. And this is Blewett with the ball. Finds an open cutter. Layup no good. Gindenbacher, he goes up with it. That's no good either. Fighting for the rebound. And they're going to call a jump ball. Possession arrow for the Titans. Maybe could have been a foul, but they don't give it to him. Instead, it's going to be Titan basketball after the couple of missed shots from Central. Senior Nick Moore and senior Drew Paben out there on the court. They were the leading scorers so far this season for this Central team. Trying to show it here again against the Titans. Nolan Gooding with the ball. Spin move, he drives. Nice little move there by Nolan Gooding. 2 points added on to his name, 5 total. And the Titans attack 2. Headed at the top of the free throw line. Spin move, got into the lane. Defender lost him a little bit. Wide open layup. Nice shot from Nick Moore. Back of the rim. No good. Tipped out of bounds off of number 21, Gavin Blewett. That'll be Titan possession again. Hunter Froman going to check into the game here for Nolan Hurt. With 5:28 remaining. This Titan squad thinks they got some momentum. No points yet here in the quarter for the Panthers. Number 5, Caden Lawmeyer checks back into the game here for Caden Niekamp. The Central squad has about a 6-7 man rotation, so going to see these players out there a lot, going to be hearing their names a lot here today. Scott goes baseline. That layup, no good, but going to the line for 2 shots, and he knows he should have made that basket. 22-16, 5:15 on the clock here. Scott going to head to the line for 2 free throws. 7:45 is our official time here. We started at about 7:15 or so. So making good time here in Warsaw High School. JV matchup, I really wish we could have had the internet working for that one, because the ending to that game was quite a treat, I will say. 23-16 the score. Missed the first free throw, knocked down the second one. Ginnenbacher with the ball here. Gives it over. Open three-point shot blocked away by Gooding. Got up into the air and threw that one back into the stands, and Titans fans are happy about that one. Caden Lohmeyer had a wide open three-point shot, or at least him and I thought, but swatted away by Nolan Gooding. Lohmeyer with it again. He'll give it up. Ginnenbacher, nice little pump fake drive, passes it out to Blewett. Blewett dribbles in, fake spin move, puts it down over Lewis Siegfried, and Blewett adds 2 more to his name. 9 total. First points here this second quarter for the Panthers. Scott with the ball now. Working around top of the key. Gives it up. Groothouse, he'll drive in. Nowhere to go with it, so he gives it back out to Scott. Scott, he thinks he has an open lane, drives, puts up a shot. No foul. Gooding comes away with the rebound, though. Turns, puts up a shot himself. That's no good either. Blewett comes down with the rebound. 23-18 the score. Nice little pass and shot by Ginnenbacher is good. And 20-23 is the score. Ginnenbacher and Blewett, the only players to score for this Titan team so far. And a timeout's going to be called from head coach Jeff Dahl and the Titans. 4:08 on the clock here. 23-20 the score. We'll be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. West Hancock Titan Sports, presented by LJ Insurance. We'll be back.
I grew up in a small town in Missouri, and I like the feel of community. I like knowing the people that I take care of and knowing the people around me, providing care for someone that you know is in this community and helping them to get better.
Welcome back into TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. West Hancock Titan Sports, presented by LJ Insurance. Getting ready here for the second half of the second quarter. 4:08 remaining here in this first half. Titans inbound the ball into Lewis Siegfried. Top of the key, guarded by Ginnenbacher. Drives in, kicks it out. Groothouse, he'll try a three. That's good again. 2 for 2 from the three-point line. Gavin Groothouse gets it to fall. He has himself 8 on the game after that three-point shot. 26-20 the score. Ginnenbacher with it. Skips it over. That was Lohmeyer with it. Now back up to Ginnenbacher. Tough little shot is no good. Gets his own rebound. Goes up again, and a foul. And one against Cooper Knowles. He picks up another foul here. Ginnenbacher now 13 points on the game. Trying to get 14 here before the end of the second half. Cooper Knowles going to check out of the game. Nolan Gooding checks back in after the third foul against Knowles. Second team foul. Free throw by Ginnenbacher. That one's up and short. Airballed it short. He's laughing that one off. 22-26 the score here. Groothouse brings up the ball here for the Titans. Gives it off. Back out. Groothouse, he'll try another three-point shot. That's no good. Defensive rebound by Blewett. Panthers lose control of it. A faulty handoff results in a turnover, and it's going to be Titan basketball. Still 22-26, 3:16 remaining on the clock here. Siegfried on the inbound. He gives it in up top to Scott. Scott with it, swings it over. Now Froman. Froman gets double teamed from behind, and they're going to call a quick reach-in foul here against Gavin Blewett, which will be the second team foul here against the Panthers. Third foul against Blewett. Gavin Groothouse with the ball. Working around up top, hands it off to Siegfried. Nice spin move, and the layup is good for Lewis Siegfried. That's 2 more to his name. He's into double digits here after that layup falls. Back out top of the key is Ginnenbacher. Gives it over now. This is Nick Moore with it. Scoreless yet today. Drives in, kicks it out. Lawmeyer with it. Out to Ginnenbacher. Down to Blewett. Blewett goes up. Easy layup. Up and in. Falls for Gavin Blewett. 2 more points for him. He has 11 on the day now after that layup falls. 24-28 the score here. House with it. Kicks it out to Scott. Scott up to Siegfried. Guarded up top by Paben. Good defense there from Ginnenbacher. It comes away on the fast break. Stolen from behind by Grothaus. Up to Froman. Froman skip pass up to Siegfried. Siegfried will try a 3. No good. See if Grothaus can save it. He can. Who grabs it? Nolan Gooding does. And the Titans save their possession. Froman, he drives in. Takes a tough little jumper. That's no good. Rebounded by Caden Lawmeyer. Panthers are back on offense. Nice drive and fouled on the way. Hard foul there. Drew Paben heading to the line for 2 shots. 1:40 on the clock here. That foul will be on number 11, Hunter Froman. And that'll be the team's 3rd of the quarter. Paben at the free throw line here. 2 shots coming his way. That one is good for Paben, his first points of the game, and the first player for the Panthers other than Elijah Ginnenbacher and Gavin Blewett to score. Blewett checks out of the game here. Second free throw is up and good. Number 30, Cole Peterson, checks into the game here for the Panthers. 28-26 the score. Titans with the ball. Up to Grothaus, who drives in. Tough shot, no good. They're going to call a foul on the ground. That'll be the 3rd team foul here against the Panthers. Titans will get the ball on the inbound. Siegfried with it, hands it off. Gets the ball directly off the inbound, loses control. Ball on the ground. It should stay, and it does stay with the Titans. Ball was on the ground for a little bit along with some players. Siegfried limping around, hope he's okay. Hunter Froman with the ball on the inbound here for the Titans. Gets it into Grothaus. 1:15 on the clock, 28-26 the score. They hand it off. Grothaus with it, kicks it back out to Scott. Scott drives in, doesn't take the shot, kicks it back out. Grothaus, he'll try a 3-point shot, and that's it in. Another 3-pointer falls for Gavin Grothaus. 9 in this quarter alone off of 3 LJ Insurance 3-point shots. 31-26 the score, 45 seconds on the clock. 40 seconds remaining here in the game. Well, the first half, I should say. Paben with it. Paben gives it over to Ginnenbacher. Ginnenbacher gets double teamed. Skip pass over, and that's through the hands of Lawmeyer. Thought about shooting it before he had it in his hands. Going to be a turnover. Possession will be for the Titans. Up 5 here, 25 seconds remaining. See if they take the last shot of the half. Siegfried going to be bringing it up here for the Titans. 16 seconds on the clock. Gives it over to Grothaus. 13 seconds on the clock. Screen left side. Gives it over to Siegfried. Under 10. He'll take a corner 3-point shot. That's no good. Hunter Froman gets the offensive rebound. Puts up the layup and in. 3 seconds on the clock here. Going to have to put one up quick. Paben throws one up, and that's no good. And the Titans come away with a 7-point lead to end the first half, 33-26. We're going to head to a halftime break here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, West Hancock Titan Sports, presented by LJ Insurance. We'll be back with some halftime stats. We'll see you in a bit.
Welcome once again, as we're happy to bring to you another member of the staff at MDH. And today we have Bill Murdoch, the Vice President and Chief Financial Officer of MDH. You know, I've talked to some people up the food chain a little bit, but you're getting ways up there for me to be talking to here.
Right.
But you're just another guy.
I am.
And we were joking off camera. We'll get to that a little bit maybe as we go along here. But
Sure.
tell us a little bit about yourself. You married? You have kids?
Yep. Married. My wife's from Macomb. We have 4 children. My wife's a bomber and a leatherneck. I'm a leatherneck as well. That's it. I grew up outside of Galesburg on a farm, and we still have a place up there. Go back there every day and enjoy the great outdoors up there. I've been in healthcare for over 30 years now. Enjoy it very much, and really look forward to the challenges that healthcare provides for us.
Now, if I remember reading through your stuff correctly, you're from Oneida, which is up by Galesburg,
Do you
right?
know where that is?
I do. I know where it's part of Rova.
It is.
It's part of. We're sports people here,
Yeah.
Bill. We have to know
I
who
graduated
Oneida
from
is.
Rova.
Did you? So it was Rova even that far back.
Well,
Not that you're old.
there
That
was-
isn't what I meant there.
There
Bill.
was one. There was an additional town added after I graduated, but it's always been pronounced as Rova.
So what was the town that was added?
Watauga,
Watauga was
which
added.
is where I live now.
Right. So you live in Watauga.
Right.
You graduated from Rova.
Correct.
But Watauga wasn't part of Rova when you graduated from Rova.
That's right. Because
That's like a twisting, turning road right there.
Oh yeah, it's a complex matter here. But no, after I graduated high school, went to college and all that, and then as I advanced my career, we stayed in the Midwest and finally ended up after we started having kids in the Rova, Oneida area to raise our children, and just stayed there the whole time since then.
How, there's a lot of professions at any hospital that have a lot of that very important, and they are the integral workings of the hospital. Everybody thinks physicians, nurses, providers,
Right.
but you have a lot of pressure on you on a daily basis when you're talking about the chief financial officer. So how do you find yourself into that profession? I mean, I think I'd rather be the doctor or the nurse than the chief financial officer.
Yeah, that's an interesting question. When I graduated from Western, I was recruited at that time by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois, and we were doing what hospitals have to prepare a Medicare cost report, and I was auditing them. So that's how I got my step into the healthcare career. And then after that, I went to work for a consulting firm that prepared the cost reports for the hospitals and all that. And then after that, I got into the actual inner workings of the hospital, started out as a controller, then worked up to CFOs and larger organizations, and and that's kind of my niche, and that's where I've stayed my whole career.
Now, you mentioned larger organizations. Lindsay Douglas, we talked to her. She's in recruitment for you guys for physicians and providers. And this is not, as far as hospitals go, a larger,
Right.
it's not a huge hospital.
Right.
So what does that do for you on a daily basis as you're trying to balance a budget or make a budget that works or help with the finances of that doesn't have maybe the bottomless pockets that some people think of when you think of a huge hospital or whatever?
Right. Yeah, I think that, you've been in one hospital, They're all different. They all have their sets of challenges and struggles and all that. What is very exciting for me is we're nimble, we can make quick changes, and I feel like I can make that impact in the organization, those quick impacts to get the hospital on the right track and keep it going and be viable.
Yeah, and funding in this day and age is a key in getting payments. But I'm sure you guys still look at trying to get donations and stuff, correct? Is that involved in anything you do, or do you have to consider any of that when you're trying to make your business positions?
It's a small piece of it, a little bit of it. Our biggest challenge is to get reimbursed from the insurance payers, make sure, because there's a lot of noise out there right now where insurance payers are denying everything that not everything, but most things that we try to get reimbursed for. If we don't get what we're entitled to, then it's a struggle to make payrolls.
Right.
Struggle to pay our vendors. It's really tough to keep the hospital going, make the capital improvements that we're doing on the campus right now.
And you're doing a bunch of those right now. I mean,
We are.
Yep. You guys are improving. It seems like monthly, daily, whatever, you're making improvements here in the last 10 years or so.
There's a lot of exciting things going on here on the campus right now with the retail pharmacy, or community pharmacy is what we're calling it now, because it is the community of McDonough County's pharmacy. And we're trying to prepare this organization for future generations so we can keep this hospital in the community for the people of the community.
Okay, so you work and think numbers all week.
Pretty much.
What do you think on the weekends? Now, I think I read somewhere there's some hunting and fishing involved in what you enjoy doing.
Right, yes. I like I mentioned, I grew up on a farm. We still have a farm. We still live on a farm. So I enjoy just about anything outdoors. That would be fishing, hunting, camping, spending time on the farm, just fixing things or doing whatever. That's how I decompress and recharge to do the job that I do today.
Okay, now I said I only had 2 questions. I got one more. We're about at time, but now you're a hunter.
Yes.
And you're older like me. Okay. So I remember when I was a kid and everybody was deer hunting, if you got a deer, you were lucky.
Right.
Do you deer hunt?
I do.
And how much easier is it on your farm to get a deer now than it was when you were a kid?
Yeah, I'm really blessed because there are a lot more deer today than there was years ago when I started hunting. I do, but I enjoy deer hunting. But I also, every deer I've gotten the last 2 years, I've donated to the food pantry and let them repurpose it. Our sons also hunt with me as well. You eat a lot of that deer meat, but anything I get, it goes right to the food pantry, and I donate it back to the community.
Well, it's MDH is all about community. It's been about community, and you even go home and make it about community. So that makes you a good guy, right?
Right. Well, I don't know about that, but I appreciate the comment.
Well, that'll do it for this halftime interview. We'll be back on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, with the second half right after this.
Adams Experts means business, and not just any business, yours. We're the experts in backup solutions, data privacy, and security, maintaining networks or even building new ones, because monitoring, protecting, and preventing network and computer issues is what we do. We'll work with you to assess your virtual IT needs and get you back to business. Trust the experts. Outsource your IT with Adams Experts. Call today for your free consultation.
At Western Illinois University, leathernecks don't just blend in. Our purple stands out. Our students are innovative, creative, and resilient. At WIU, there's limitless potential, with campuses in Macomb, the Quad Cities, and online. Visit wiu.edu/potential to become a leatherneck and get an education that stands out.
When my parents told me they'd be using Adams Experts, I felt a bit replaced. I mean, they always called me to remove their viruses or get their printer connected to Wi-Fi. He even set up their new Roku.
How do I adopt a new son?
But then he taught me a few things. And now, we're like tech brothers.
Adams Experts. Repair, maintenance, and setup for all your home technology needs.
It was the community that really drew me back to Macomb. I'm from a small community, I'm from a farm family, and ultimately I always wanted to practice in a place like that, and I felt that I had the ability to connect to people who with a similar background from me, and the fact that the staff members at the hospital and the support, all the support staff at the hospital was also focused with the goal of patient care. It felt like it just all came hammered at home for me.
Since 1958, McDonough District Hospital has proudly served the residents of West Central Illinois. We've built new facilities, hired highly trained, experienced, and caring medical staff members, and expanded our service offerings to meet your healthcare needs, all while providing the best possible patient experience. Let us show you why McDonough District Hospital is your community healthcare partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
Well, I've always had an interest in the medical field, and then growing up, I actually went through physical therapy myself for an injury, and that got me back to playing my sports and the activities that I loved. So seeing that firsthand, I got to see how much physical therapy could really benefit others.
Welcome back into TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. West Hancock Titan Sports, presented by LJ Insurance. Getting ready here for the third quarter of action. Second half getting ready to go underway here. Titans currently hold the lead 33-26. Some halftime stats for you folks. Starting off with the visiting Camp Point Central Panthers. The leading scorer so far for the team, Elijah Ginnenbacher, 13 points so far today. Gavin Blewett has 11, and Drew Pabin has 2. For the West Hancock Titans, 2 points to Cooper Knowles, 2 to Hunter Froman, 3 to Gage Scott. 5 points belongs to Nolan Gooding, 10 to Lewis Siegfried, and the leading scorer for the team so far, Gavin Grothaus with 11. There's going to be a travel against Nick Moore. Hope he's okay. Didn't look too comfy there, twisting his ankle. Gavin Grothaus brings up the ball here for the Titans. Gets a screen, right side. Gives it off to Siegfried. Thought about the 3, but good defense from Pabin. Grothaus now with the ball. Tried to hand it off to Knowles. He does. Knowles showing off the dribble moves right now. Back off to Scott. Scott Hill drive in, turnaround jumper. Takes the layup instead. Couldn't get it to fall. Ginnenbacher gets the rebound. And back on offense. Thought about the 3, doesn't take it. He drives in, kicks it out. Blewett with the ball. Nice spin move inside. Goes up, blocked away by Cooper Knowles. And it'll be Panther basketball after the good defensive stop there from Knowles. The inbound into Pabin, up to Ginnenbacher. Looking around, gives it down low. Pabin with a nice move. Side of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Scott. Siegfried with it, skip pass over to Grothaus. Hands it off to Scott. Scott thought about the 3, doesn't take it. Nice spin move inside, goes up. And out of bounds, it'll be off of Pabin. And it'll be Titan basketball. 33-26 the score here in the third quarter. Get the scoreboard updated for you folks. Grothaus with it. He drives. That layup is good. Gavin Grothaus tacks on 2 more to his name. 13 total in today's matchup. 35-26 now the score. 11-point lead here for the Titans. They give it over. Nick Moore with it. He drives in. Right-hand layup falls on the left side. Tough shot drops in. And Nick Moore gets his first points of the game here in the third quarter. 28-35 the score. 3-point shot up and no good there for Scott. Rebounded by Moore. Moore with the ball. He'll take a mid-range shot. That's good again. Nick Moore is starting to turn it up here in the third quarter. Nick Moore and Drew Pabin going to have to come alive here in this second half. This Panther team was really missing their contributions there in the first half, but Blewett and Ginnenbacher stayed tall, but going to need their leading scorers to come back here today. Nice drive and a dish. Ginnenbacher, but blocked away by Siegfried. Moore went up for the shot. Siegfried sends it out of bounds. Nolan Gooding checks into the game here for Cooper Knowles. Panthers still on offense. They inbound in, and they're going to call a quick foul here against the Titans. This will be the first team foul of the quarter. Ginnenbacher here gets it into Blewett. Blewett working down against Gooding. His shot blocked away. Siegfried comes away with it. 5:18 on the clock. Siegfried drives in, puts one up. That shot no good. Got his own rebound, but loses control. Ball on the floor, and a foul is going to be called here. It'll be Titan ball. And it wasn't a foul, stepped out of bounds, actually. Grothaus with it. Working against Gindenbacher. Gives it over to Scott. Skip pass up to Siegfried. Siegfried there with a couple extracurriculars. He's going to get called for the foul. Could have been close to a technical. He's going for the jump ball, but might have been a little too rough on it there. 35-30 the score here. And a timeout going to be called here by the Titans. 2 team fouls on the Titans here. That one goes against Siegfried. That'll be his third of the day. We'll head to a quick break here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. West Hancock Titan Sports, presented by LJ Insurance. We'll be back.
I grew up in a small town in Missouri, and I like the feel of community. I like knowing the people that I take care of and knowing the people around me, providing care for someone that you know is in this community and helping them to get better.
Welcome back into TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. LJ Insurance bringing you West Hancock Titans Sports here. There's going to be a Titan fan that's going to get kicked out here of the game. 4:58 remaining here on the clock. 35-30 the score. Panthers going to have the inbound here. And we will get underway now. Everything situated, figured out. Sorry about that long pause there, but 4:58 remaining here in the third quarter of action. (35-30) the score. And we are still waiting for some things to get figured out here. I'm sorry about this break. They were kicking an individual out of the game and went into the kitchen area, and they waited some more for him to officially leave the premises. We are now underway here. 4:55 on the clock. Gindenbacher with the ball, gets a screen by Blewett. Skip pass over, open shot, 3-point up and good for Caden Lawmeyer. His first points of the game come on a 3-point shot, now 35-33 to score. They get it over to the corner, drive in by Hurt. He puts up a tough one, front of the rim, no good. Blewett comes down with it. He gives it over to Paben. 4:25 on the clock here. Paben with the ball. Screen left side. Hands it off. Now Lawmeyer with it. Open 3-point shot again for Lawmeyer. That one's no good. Goes out of bounds. And it'll be off of Lawmeyer. It'll be Titan possession. Titans with the ball. Only a 2-point lead here in the third quarter. Grothaus with it, gives it off to Gooding. Gooding working against Paben, kicks it out. Grothaus, he'll try a 3-point shot, no good. Bounces off the rim, Paben comes down with it. Moore with the ball, gives it up to Gindenbacher now. Top of the key, guarded by Hurt. 3:42 remaining on the clock here in the third quarter. Tough little shot there from Moore, gets his own rebound, Drives baseline, puts up the layup. That one's a little long. And no foul is called. Titans got a 5-on-4. Moore is still getting up here. They drive in, couldn't get anything open. Now Gooding working inside, gets fouled, couldn't get the and one to go. But heading to the line for 2 free throws. 35-33 the score here. Gooding at the line, 2 free throws coming his way. That one is good. 2 for 2 from the line here so far. Getting ready for his second free throw. That one is good off the back iron. Ends up falling for Nolan Gooding. He has himself 7 on the day now, 37-33 the score. Panthers with the ball, they give it over to Moore. Moore guarded by Scott over in the corner. He'll go baseline, the drive, the kick out. Now Pabin with it. Pabin guarded by Grothaus. They find an open Blewett down low. Good defense from the Titans so far. That shot's no good. Blewett gets his own rebound, goes up again. That one's no good either. And we're going to get a foul called on the ground. It'll be against the Titans here. And it's either going to be against Nolan Hurt or Gavin Grothaus, and it'll actually be against Nolan Gooding. Picks up his second foul of this matchup. Skip pass over, it's stolen away. Good step there from Siegfried. Comes away with it. They were trying to find Lohmeyer with it. Couldn't get it to him. Good defense from the Titans. Back on offensive drive. This foul's going to be on the ground. Good drive there from Grothaus, but no continuation foul. Caden Lohmeyer is going to pick that one up. And it'll be what should be 15 foul here against the Panthers, but maybe I am incorrect. Gooding with it, gets stripped away. Good defense there from Pabin. Stands tall, down low. Panthers are back on offense. Lohmeyer with it, he swings it over. Panthers with it, tipped away. And out of bounds goes Nolan Gooding. Tried to save it before the ball hit the out of bounds line, but possession stays here with the Panthers. On the inbounds, Blewett gets it in. Tipped away by Hurt. Hurt comes away with it. Hurt on one-on-one. Goes up. His layup no good. No foul is called either. Blewett. Good defense. Now baseline drive here from Moore. Kicks it out to the corner. Up to Pabin now. Guarded by Scott. 2 minutes remaining here in this third quarter. 7 points for the Panthers here in this quarter. 4 points for the Titans. Drive by Pabin, goes in, nice dish. Blocked away by Nolan Gooding. Now Blewett goes up with his shot, no good either. And a goaltending is going to be called. Against the Titans. So 37-35 now the score. I wasn't quite sure who will get credited for that bucket. Siegfried drives, passes it over to Gooding. His turnaround jumper falls. Nolan Gooding adds 2 more to his name. 1:20 remaining here in the third quarter. And they give it over. Ginnenbacher to the corner. Lohmeyer with it. A travel will be called here against Lohmeyer. And it'll be Titan possession. 39-35 the score. Siegfried brings it up here. Loses control of it. Ball on the ground. He saves it. Gives it over to Hurt. Hurt tries going baseline. Can't. Gives it up to Gooding. Gooding wide open layup. That's no good. Rolls around. Gets his own shot. Puts it up again. That one falls in for Nolan Gooding. Now 6 here in this quarter for Nolan Gooding. 41-35 the score. Ginnenbacher thought about the three, doesn't take it. They give it down low to Blewett. Blewett working inside, gets that layup to fall. Cuts the lead down, and a T is going to be called here. And I believe it's going to be a double technical against Gavin Blewett along with Nolan Gooding. Again, some extracurriculars happening here. Siegfried could have been called for a technical earlier. Doesn't get one, but here we get a double technical. One against Nolan Gooding and one against Gavin Blewett. Titans have 4 team fouls now. The Panthers have 3. Some confusion going on here between the refs and the officials, and just trying to work things out. I believe they should just be offsetting, so it should be Titan basketball. I don't believe anybody should get free throw opportunities here. And it will be Titan ball on the inbound. 36 seconds remaining here in this quarter. Cole Peterson checks into the game. Hurt on the inbound, gives it into Grotehouse. 30 seconds remaining, 41-37 the score here. Now 20 seconds on the clock. Nice find down low to Cooper Knowles. Couldn't get the alley-oop to fall. 5 seconds remaining. To a bit of a quick shot there from Ginnenbacher, and he realizes his mistake as the coach and everybody is kind of laughing it off. Ginnenbacher being a good sport about it. 3 seconds remaining here. They're going to be able to get one off and give it into Grotehouse. He puts up a half-court shot. That's no good off the backboard. Doesn't quite fall, and that's how this quarter ends. 41-37 the score here. TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. West Hancock Titan Sports presented by LJ Insurance. We'll be back for the 4th and final quarter of action.
After my appointment that day, I just made up my mind that I'm going to have my baby here in Macomb and this hospital, because irrespective of where you're from, who you are, it's just their line of duty to make sure they give care, make you comfortable.
I thought about the staff of MDH, they're all good. And you get all the support you need. This is just the best place for you and your family.
My experience with McDonough District Hospital was amazing. I have a lot of allergies, complicated by nasal problems. And the procedure I had is Vive Air. Dr. Sparks was incredible.
The Vive Air procedure is a radiofrequency ablation procedure. She no longer has to do any medications to breathe, so she gets much more restful night's sleep. And a short little office procedure, and have somebody that feels like it's totally changed their life means the world.
It's a permanent improvement on the quality of your life.
Welcome back into TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. West Hancock Titan Sports presented by LJ Insurance. Low scoring quarter there from both teams. Elijah Ginnenbacher still the leading scorer of the game, tied with Gavin Grotehouse right now. Both players with 13 points. Cole Peterson on the inbound here, and 4th quarter of action is underway. Get the scoreboard all updated for you. Ginnenbacher with it. He gives it over. Now Pavin. 8 minutes to go here. And they're going to call an offensive foul here, off-ball foul against number 30. You think Cole Peterson's going to pick it up? He does. 7:42 on the clock, 41-37 the score. Titans are going to get possession. That's Peterson's 2nd foul of the day. Now Siegfried with the ball. Guarded by Peterson. He drives in. That layup no good. Ball tipped around. Moore comes away with it. Now over. Ginnenbacher with it. Nice pump fake. His mid-range shot's no good. Ball loose on the floor. And see what they call here. And they're going to call a jump ball. Possession arrow is towards the Titans. Quick news and NBA updates. Luka Doncic has just scored 70 points in a matchup today. I believe becoming the 10th player ever to do so in the NBA. So some national news there for you here during this high school matchup. Hunter Froman's three-pointer doesn't go in, and an offensive foul going to be called here against Gage Scott, or actually Cooper Knowles, and Knowles himself kind of surprised by that one. His fourth of the day. And Gooding is going to check in for Knowles. 41-37 the score here. Another big thank you to everybody watching here on TSSR Game Time Live. Presented by MDH, West Hancock Titan Sports, presented by LJ Insurance. Just a big thank you and shout out to everybody joining in and watching. Panthers with possession here. Ginnenbacher with it. Down 4 to the Titans. Swinging it around. Haven't been able to find their number yet this year. And an off-ball foul going to be called here against Gage Scott. It'll be the second team foul here of the quarter with 6:45 on the clock. Scott's first foul of the game. They get the inbound here into Ginnenbacher. Takes a tough little fadeaway. That's no good. And Scott comes away with it. And a foul's going to be called here against the Panthers, and another quick, easy foul is called. 2 team fouls apiece now for both these squads. That foul's against number 32, Caden Niekamp. His first of the game. Another foul is called. And I believe it is. It's going to be an offensive foul call, an illegal screen, and the officials have better views than we do. 3-2 now is the foul situation. Titans with 3. 6:20 on the clock. Got to be careful not to give the other team too many free throws. Ginnenbacher with it. He goes right. He'll thought about the 3, gives it over to Pavin instead. He drives in, nice pass over, blocked from behind, but fouled by Lewis Siegfried. 6:07 on the clock, and Peterson's heading to the line for 2 free throws, trying to get his first points of the game after the 4th foul against Siegfried. That shot is good by Peterson. One for one on the game now. Trying to go 2 for 2 here at the line. That shot is up, no good, rattles around, rebounded by Gooding. Grotehouse with the ball, 38-41 the score. Titans with the lead. Hurt with the ball. Trying to find Gooding down low, can't give it to him. He gives it out to Grotehouse instead. Hurt drives in. Nobody open just yet. Hands it off. Drive by Grotehouse. He goes up. Tough shot. That layup is good for Gavin Grotehouse. Now 15 points on the game, the leading scorer in this matchup. 43-38 the score. 5:25 remaining. Moore gives it over. Ginnenbacher, he'll try a big 3-point shot. That's good. Ginnenbacher cashes in another 3-point shot here against this Titan team. 41-43 the score. Hurt with it. Hands it off to Gooding. Gooding with the ball now. Gives it up to Froman. Froman playing some big minutes right now, as Lewis Siegfried has 4 fouls. Hurt drives in, puts up a shot. That's no good. Rebounded by Moore. Moore back on offense. He's pushing it. Slows it back down instead. Now baseline. Has an open shot. Gives it over to Peterson. His layup's no good. And a foul's going to be called here against Central. And that'll be the third team foul here against Camp Point Central. Down 2 with 4:43 remaining. Caden Niekamp picks up his second foul of the day. Hurt bringing it up here for the Titans. A timeout called here by Jeff Dahl and West Hancock. Talk some things over with his team. There's 4:35 remaining here in this game on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. It's a full timeout, so we'll head to a quick break. LJ Insurance presenting you West Hancock Titan Sports. We'll be back.
My experience with McDonough District Hospital was amazing. I have a lot of allergies, complicated by nasal problems. And the procedure I had is Vive Air. Dr. Sparks was incredible.
The Vive Air procedure is a radiofrequency ablation procedure. She no longer has to do any medications to breathe, so she gets much more restful night's sleep. And a short little office procedure, and have somebody that feels like it's totally changed their life means the world.
It's a permanent improvement on the quality of your life.
Welcome into TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. West Hancock Titan Sports, presented by LJ Insurance. 43-41 the score here. Titans with the 2-point lead. Grotehouse with the ball, tried to find his back cutter, couldn't get it to him. Knowles is back into the game. He has 4 fouls. Froman with it now, kicks it out to Scott. Got to get some points here on this possession if you're the Titans. Try to get a little bit of an insurance. And there's 2 points, courtesy of Gavin Grotehouse. He has 17 on the game now. 4 minutes remaining, halfway through this fourth quarter of action. That pass tip, Hurt almost comes away with it. They're going to tip it instead of an over and back. They're going to say it was tipped. Now Ginnenbacher at the three-point line. Drives in on Hurt. Kicks it out. Now Pabin with it. Gives it over to Moore. Thought about going baseline. He doesn't. Gives it back out up top. Drives in. Tough little shot. Rolls in for Nick Moore. 6 points on the day now. 45-43 the score. Close matchup here. Froman with it. He drives in. And they're going to call a foul on the ground, which will be the 14th foul here against the Panthers. One more will send the Titans to the line. One more from the Titans will send the Panthers to the line. Another quick thank you to everybody watching. My name is Luke Little. Emily Hagee rocking the camera for me here today. Happy to be able to bring you some West Hancock Titans basketball. Hurt with the ball now. Gives it up top. Over to Scott. 3:15 on the clock here. Gives it up to Siegfried. He'll try a three-point shot. That's no good. Rebounded by Moore. Panthers back on offense. They try a three-point shot. That's no good either. Rebounded by Grotehouse. Siegfried now with it. 2:52 on the clock. He'll try a mid-range shot. That's good. Lewis Siegfried 2 more. Now 12 on the game. 47-43 the score with 2:40 remaining. 14 fouls for each team. Next one will put a player to the line. Ginnenbacher with the ball. Gives it up. Now Blewett. He'll take a mid-range shot. That one's good. He answers back to Siegfried's. 45-47. Blewett with 13 on the game. Grotehouse, he drives in. Tough shot. No foul. Well, there will be a foul. It'll be on the ground. No shot, but he's heading to the line for 2 free throws anyways. Grotehouse with some big free throws here. 2 for 2 from the line so far today. The team itself is 8 for 9 from the free throw line. That shot's up and no good off the back iron. .2:17 remaining. Grothaus at the line here for 2. For his second shot. That one's up and that one rolls in for Gavin Grothaus. He's got 18 on the game now after that free throw. 48-45 the score. 3-point game. Try to find Paven cutting. Gonna get it to him. Now back up top. 2 minutes on the clock. Ginnenbacher has been that player for them so far today from the 3-point line, knocking down 4 3-pointers. Blewett tries a mid-range shot. That's no good. Rebounded by Siegfried with 1:50 remaining. See how much time the Titans tried to take off the clock here. Gets a screen right side. Hands it off to Hurt. Hurt will drive in. Takes a mid-range shot. That's no good. Ball on the ground here. No foul called. Good no call from the officials. Maybe a little bit too quick of a shot there from the Titans. Nice pump fake and a drive. Reverse layup for Blewett. Falls. 47-48 the score. And it's close. Siegfried with the ball. Top of the key and a timeout by Jeff Dahl with 1:17 remaining on the clock. They take a timeout. We will too here on TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. West Hancock Titan Sports presented by LJ Insurance. We'll be back.
When I walk in and talk to my patients, I like my patients first and foremost to feel comfortable. I like to keep it real with them. I like them to know that I'm there to listen to them and to help them understand some of the processes that they may be going through. The most rewarding aspect that I feel with caring for patients is when those patients come back in and they tell me how much better they feel for something that I have helped them accomplish in their health care.
Welcome back into TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. West Hancock Titan Sports presented by LJ Insurance. 48-47 the score. Titans going to have possession here coming out of the timeout. Some players in foul trouble as of right now. In NBA terms, I know we talked about it earlier, Luka Doncic finished with 73 points just 4 days after Joel Embiid had 70. The most points since Kobe Bryant's 81 back in 2006. 1:17 on the clock here, 48-47 the score. Gonna get some pressure here on the inbound. They give it into Hurt. 1:15 on the clock. With a 1-point lead. Hand it off to Grothaus. Running a little bit of emotion here just to waste some time. A foul will send the Titans to the line. Stolen away. They come away with it. Wide open. Fast break layup is good for Caden Niekamp. And they get the lead with 55 seconds remaining. Siegfried drives in and fouled. He's going to head to the line for 2 shots. .49-48 the score here. Siegfried heading to the line for 2 free throws. Some big shots here from the junior. Shot is up and good. He ties it up at 49 apiece. 52 seconds remaining on the clock here. Siegfried at the line. He has 13 on the day. That shot is good too, and the Titans have the lead, 50-49. Paven bringing it up the court. Hands it off to Moore. Moore at the elbow, gives it over. Ginnenbacher drives the kick out to Niekamp. Niekamp looking around, gives it up to Moore. Moore guarded by Grothaus, drives in the kick out. Ginnenbacher with it, drives in, and a timeout will be called by head coach James Barnett with 30 seconds remaining on the clock. 50-49, the final score. Not the final score, excuse me. The score here heading into timeout. 30 seconds remaining. Don't need a 3-point shot if you're Camp Point, but you would go up to if you get it. Titans from the free throw line so far today have only missed 2 shots. They are officially 11 for 13 from the free throw line today. Free throws win yourself basketball games. We'll see if that comes true here today. Only 1 missed free throw so far in this matchup from the Camp Point Central Panthers. That's coming here in the fourth quarter by Cole Peterson, with only 5 attempts from the line, though, in the game. 30.2 seconds on the clock. We did say at the beginning of this stream this was going to be a very good matchup here, and it has yet turned out to be a good one. Titans have got the past 2 wins against this team, coming in the Macomb Western Holiday Tournament, then in an away game at Camp Point. Trying to move to 3-0 here on the season against the Panthers. 30 seconds on the clock. Blew it on the inbound. They give it in to Moore. Over to Ginnenbacher now. 25 seconds on the clock. Give it up to Moore. 20 seconds. Nice find down low. Blew it wide open. He goes up, fouled, and one. Heading to the line for another shot here with 18.2 on the clock. And that puts him up 1. Big free throw here from Blewett. See who that foul goes on. Officials having a discussion right now. Foul will go on to number 14, Gavin Rotehouse, which will be his first of the game. If it was on Lewis Siegfried, he would have fouled out. Big free throw here, up 1. That shot up and good for Gavin Blewett. And a timeout going to be called by the Panthers. 52-50 the score, 18 seconds on the clock. We'll head to a quick break here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, with Hancock Titan Sports, presented by LJ Insurance. We'll be right back.
I like to make time for my patients. I don't ever want anyone to feel rushed. I'm happy to sit and talk for as long as they need. And sometimes that puts me behind in my schedule, but I think it's worth it. People know if they need me.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
Welcome back into TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. West Hancock Titan Sports, presented by LJ Insurance. 52-50 the score here. Titans down by 2 with 18.2 seconds remaining. A foul will send the Titans to the line. Don't need a 3-point shot. They're going to back the cheerleaders off of the baseline. Can run baseline if you want. They give it in. Rotehouse with the ball. Crosses half court. Dribbles in, hands it off. Hurt, thought about the 3, doesn't take it. Gonna have to get something up, and a timeout called by Jeff Dahl with 9.5 seconds on the clock here. We'll stay with you on this one. 30 seconds remaining here in this, 9 seconds remaining in this game. 30-second timeout by head coach Jeff Dahl. Interesting to see what play he draws up in this break. Leading scorers for the game so far, Elijah Ginnenbacher has 16 points, and Gavin Grotehouse has 18 in today's matchup. Lewis Siegfried also has himself 14 so far today. Very close matchup here, as we were expecting it to be. Most likely going to come down to these final seconds. 52-50. 5 fouls for each team. If they foul, the Titans will head to the line for 2 shots. They break out of the timeout. Siegfried going to have the inbound. Siegfried hurt, Gooding, Scott, and Grothaus all in the game here for the Titans. Starting 5 for both team, minus Caden Lawmeyer for the Panthers. They inbound it, and it's stolen away by Pabin. 5 seconds on the clock. He gets fouled. .9 seconds on the clock. Pabin's going to head to the line for 2. The inbound was stolen away. Couldn't find anybody open, so they had to throw it up top. If Pabin knocks down one of these, it's a 3-point game. If 2, it's all but over here for the Titans. Drew Pabin at the line here for 2 shots. That free throw's up and good. Second free throw attempt here for Pabin. 5 seconds on the clock here. Titans need him to miss. That shot up and no good. Airballed it short, so the clock will stop. 3-point game. Titans have a chance to tie. Clock has not started yet. And a lot of confusion here as the clock hadn't started. There were 4.9 seconds on the clock, and Grothaus got the shot off before any time went off. So they're having an official word here. Be interesting to see what their final word is. This will be a very controversial call no matter what. No shot, and that is the game. The refs get on out of here, and that is the final score. 53-50 the score. Titans drop this one, their 3rd loss of the week. Camp Point Central gets a win. They're 1-2 against the Titans this season. And what a crazy ending we had. A big thank you to everybody watching us here today and joining in, watching TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We'll be back here in about 15 seconds or so with some final stats here from Warsaw High School. We'll be back in a minute.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
I like to make time for my patients. I don't ever want anyone to feel rushed. I'm happy to sit and talk for as long as they need. And sometimes that puts me behind in my schedule, but I think it's worth it. People know if they need me that I'll be there.
Welcome back into TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. LJ Insurance bringing you West Hancock Titans sports. Final score 53-50. As the Panthers get the win against the Titans away. Final stats for this matchup for the Panthers. 3 points belong to Caden Lawmeyer. 1 point to Cole Peterson. 3 points to Drew Pabin. 2 to Caden Niekamp. 6 points to Nick Moore. 3 points to Caden Lawmeyer. 16 points belongs to Elijah Ginnenbacher, the leading scorer for the Panthers. 13 points to Gavin Blewett. For the West Hancock Titans, 2 points to Hunter Froman. 2 points to Cooper Knowles. 3 belong to Gage Scott. 11 points belong to Nolan Gooding. 14 to Siegfried. And 18 points. The leading scorer for the game is Gavin Grothaus with 18 points. That's it from our broadcast here. My name's Luke Little. Emily Hagee running camera for us here today. We're signing off here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH from West Hancock Titans Sports, presented by LJ Insurance. We'll see you at the next home game.